if you are willing to help when the time comes, then just with your words, repeat after me so I know that it's real. I want you to say that I'm a freedom fighter. I can't hear you talk to me. I'm a freedom fighter. I want to hear that you're going to lead. Say, I will lead. I will lead. I will live. I will live. I will learn. I will learn. And I will love. And I will love. Thank you. Thank you.
What are your expectations for this movie?
Well, I expect it to be good because I've heard good things about it.
Do you have any expectations going into this movie?
Oh, I suspect I'll be depressed at the end.
Do you expect to learn anything?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you name some things in specific?
A little more about the culture of white supremacy that we've had in the United States and how it's kind of ingrained in our society.
My expectations for the movie is to get a lot of information about African American men that are incarcerated right now. Myself, I have a brother. My brother was incarcerated for 5 years. I lost him. He was no longer here. I lost him last fall. And I'm very interested in it.
I think it's something that we don't know, we're not taught, in our school systems today. And I think that something like this turn into like blacks in America, like blacks being affected, by the system and stuff like that. Something that we need to be more educated about.
All right, thank you. What are your expectations for this movie?
Well, I'm hoping that it will enlighten people. A lot of folks don't understand the history that African Americans have experienced since the Civil War, and it's not a very happy history. And I think it's allowed a lot of, particularly white people, to misunderstand what's happening to our black brothers and sisters. And so I'm hoping that it will enlighten quite a few people so they can begin to take action, because what's going on in this nation is still tragic. The consequences of what happened in the post-war period still live on, and I'm running to be your state representative, and fighting racism is a centerpiece of my campaign. And so one of the reasons, in fact, I've been encouraging everyone to come to this film because I think it's so important.
What are your expectations for this movie?
Just knowledge, general knowledge, and maybe a little better perspective since I'm kind of old and white. And, we get a little more perspective on what's going on out there.
So do you think that events like these, the showing of the 13th on a college campus, is beneficial?
Yeah, because I feel like either people who don't know about it will get inspired, and people who just don't know anything will be more educated about it. So it'll be less ignorant.
So do you believe it's beneficial to have movies like the 13th showing on college campuses?
Yes. As black young men and women, we need to be informed. We need to know what the cause is. Why are we here?
Your questions
Yeah.
how we should fight them?
Really, yeah.
Okay, so the 13th Amendment, as you may or may not know, it says that everyone is free, it makes slavery illegal, except if you're a criminal. So, I'm expecting to learn some more about that. I'm excited.
So you got to say...
I know, we got to let it happen.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you think the history of this country will tie into this movie?
Well, I think America has a long history of criminalizing black males especially, so I think it's just going to even get worse. So that's why I think movies like this are important to talk about.
They're beneficial.
Yeah, they're definitely beneficial.
Hello, what are your initial reactions after watching the movie?
Black Lives Matter. Okay, so with the Trayvon Martin case, I feel like I don't care if there's a stand your ground law. If you kill somebody, you kill somebody. And because Florida had the stand their ground law. They thought that he was innocent because it was Florida's rule, but I still feel like if he killed an innocent person, and they even said it, and he thought he could get away because it was stand your ground, but no, everybody knows up till today that you killed Trayvon Martin.
What are your reactions from the film?
Very, very disturbing. It reminds me of going back and looking at those times when I was young. I'm brought up in Nacogdoches County, and the first year that I started to school was the first year that we integrated, and I remember coming to Nacogdoches to the movie and all the riots after the killing of Martin Luther King, and people being scared on both sides.
Well, first of all, I've already seen the film before, and it's an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, go watch it on Netflix right now. I'm talking about right now. Look at me, get the camera, right now. So, with my initial reactions, I mean, it's so eye-opening, you know, and it refreshes my memory of how things still haven't changed to this day, you know.
I had a very strong connection to the film, and I was definitely driven to do something and make a difference.
What are your initial reactions after watching the movie?
Since I had already watched it before, I brought my family with me as a refresher. It really broadened my perspective on the whole issue of mass incarceration, the war on drugs.
Immediately I had to go on stage and let everybody know that after being educated by that film, you either are with us or you're against us. It's plain and simple. And all I'm looking for them is a call to action when the time comes. Can you lead? Can you live? Can you learn? And can you live?
You know, it just made me realize how much things have never really changed in terms of black empowerment, in terms of just, civil rights, in terms of just everything. I don't know, it just makes me really think about what we've become as a country.
After seeing the movie, what are your reactions?
Well, some of the information I was familiar with, some of it I feel very guilty about, and so what I want to know is what can we do as white Americans to help your situation?
As long as we show other people and other people around us that in society it's still kind of the same as it is in the past. I feel like if we just show and teach other people, education.
All right, thank you. So what do you think we can do moving forward?
Well, the movie made it really tough because I always say we'll go out and vote, and vote Democrat because we're on the side, but then you see that there's problems in both parties, so you really have to look at the person that you're voting for and will they stand strong on the racial issues that we have in this country, not just the party. You actually have to look at the person.
Educate yourself for one, and really it can be 2 easy steps. Educate, take action. But the primaries are coming up in the beginning of March. So one of the first actions you can take is by voting for a candidate that you feel is going to serve the purpose that African Americans, black people, or whoever you're advocating for, make sure that their needs are met by the candidate.
I feel like it's up to us to make that change happen, and it may seem like it's near impossible because we're at that point where mass incarceration is so heavy these days. It's hard to sometimes even escape it if you're a convicted felon and all this other stuff. But I feel like we have to acknowledge and educate people that these things are still going on. Yeah, slavery may be dead, but now this is new type of slavery, these new Jim Crow laws that are putting young African American males in prison.
What do you think you can do to make a difference after watching that film?
I think it starts on a local level. I definitely think my first step is being in college and breaking those stereotypes and the statistics. And so I think that can help educating. And my job, because I want to be an educator, so I can help that.
Honestly, I think bringing awareness to the issue, make it in the forefront and get our people's attention and allies' attention, actually joining hands in unity and fighting against the systems, but realizing who's in power and who's abusing it and holding those people accountable for that.
Documentaries things like this are so necessary because our people have grown so stagnant and complacent with where we are today. Just because we're not slaves anymore and we're not segregated does not mean that we've reached the liberation and the justice that we've been searching for hundreds of years. So I think things like this is necessary for people to become aware of the social injustices and systematic racism that we're placed in. I just love this sweater.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I actually made this myself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Support your local black businesses.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Courtney.
Courtney. What's it called?
Everyday Black Girl. I also have an Instagram platform.
What's it called?
Promo. Everyday Black Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Plug.
I'll buy something for sure. All right. Thanks. Here's my. Oh, you want one?
Yes, I do. Okay. wait. Let me get it in. Okay. Okay.
Thank you. All right. So I'm standing here with the organizer of this event and movie showing of the 13th documentary. So what made you decide to show the 13th?
I think 13th is definitely a must-see. It deals with issues that affect our community, but in a bigger scope that affects everyone. So I'm really glad we're able to show it. Don't be selfish with your education. Go out and educate other people. There are so many people, who are not fortunate enough to go to college. So when you do get those tools, take them back to your cities and take them back to where you're from and let people learn from them. Because like I said, everybody can't afford to go to college. So if we spread that knowledge and that wealth with other people, then we'll be on the matter of math,
Also, what shocked you the most about
Well, nothing shocks me anymore because I recognize the reality. The film was nothing new to me, but it does hit me every time emotionally, seeing the images played back and the torment of my people. So nothing new, but it hurts every
So your prior knowledge was validated by?
Yes, I've already watched the film previously, like I said, so I have already been informed. But even before then, we always knew there was an issue. That's one thing black people have in common. We know there's a problem. We just don't know how to say it. So when this film comes out, and when it came out, and people watched it, it became clear. It's proof now. What we've been saying is true. Nobody can deny us any longer. It affects you daily. There are so many people. And it's so real now because it's on our phones every day. I hope after this you can't just watch it and go to sleep and ignore it. When there's a time and when there's a call to action, I hope to see you there like I see you here today.
That's the reaction video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the video. Make sure you keep our followers going. 6812, SFA. SU.
Ow! Black Lives Matter.
All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life hard times like bad trips like Nazareth. I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.